Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have Irving, the Dragon Kid Martinez, back in action on our next upcoming event, June 8th, at the heart of San Francisco, Keys Art Pavilion. Now, Irving, let's introduce you once again. Everyone knows who you are now, pretty much, but let's introduce you once again in case some of the people don't know who you are. Who's Irving Martinez?
For the people that don't know, Irving, the Dragon Kid Martinez, aka Mr. 3-Star, back at it again. Keys Art Pavilion, like you heard it, heart of the city. We're back there, June 8th. Introduction to 45. We're gonna see how that featherweight is treating me. You know, I'm feeling good because I don't have to stop eating burgers for this next fight. So then I'm feeling in a better mood. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, so now let's talk a little bit about your last fight. It was a close fight. You coming out of, on top, got the decision win. What do you think of your performance on your last fight?
With the performance, I was pretty satisfied. I did, expect the finish out of myself all the time. I want to push to get, the finish, of course. But, we did what we had to do that night. I had a game opponent, a very good opponent in Romello Cornish, gave me a very good match. It was 135, so we both cut in weight. At this next bout, I feel like 145 is going to be a little bit more of a better performance because the energy will be there.
Stronger.
Yeah, a little bit more stronger. I feel like at 35, a little bit more speed, but I feel good about the performance. It was a lot of people had their own opinion, but at the end of the day, the judges, they are the ones that decide who is the winner. So as long as I got, the points, I got the takedown, it was a very close match, but I did what I had to do to pull it off.
Now, coming off a win is beautiful,
yes.
phenomenal.
Yes.
Now, this momentum is going to be great. Now, you are fighting a guy that haven't come out a win yet, Timothy Martin. I believe he is. He 0-0?
He's actually 0-2. I seen him. 0-2. I seen a couple of his fights, but he very game opponent as well. That first fight that he had,
very aggressive.
He could have went his way. That first fight he had, he could have finished the guy in the first round, but the gas tank wasn't there, so it went to the decision. But that last fight, it didn't go his way because I see that he got finished in the first round. So it happens in this game. Unfortunately, I've been in many predicaments where I could have got finished. I got saved by the bell before, but hey, this is the game we choose, baby. You got to roll the dice every day.
Now, this upcoming fight, you're fighting 145. You don't have to cut much weight. You can eat burger as much as you want. What do you walk around with right now?
My walk around weight, just last week, I was back up like 154, like 70 kilos. But that's with, eating what I want. This is like, red meats and ice cream and don't have to worry about the cardio every day. When I'm disciplined, cutting into, into the 135, I'm usually very, lean on the meat, turkey, chicken. I really stay away from like the red meat and anything like pork or anything like that. Try to stay, more on the salads, more fruits. But as I'm heading into the 45s and the 54s and, all that stuff, then I can eat whatever I want. So
now, this is going to be the true first time you're going to experience all your power is going to be in your hand.
I'm going Super Saiyan, baby. So
Super
what I'm saying?
Saiyan.
It's time to test the waters out, But like I said, the guy's a game opponent, so I'm not taking him lightly. I know I got to come in there prepared, and I know he's gonna train hard, just like I'm training hard. So we're doing Mission Peak twice a day. So let's go, baby.
That's awesome. Now he's a grappler. You're more like a striker.
Yeah.
Those are classic matchups. See who gets down first. So it's gonna be an interesting fight. I know he's on the older side, and probably do 1 or 2 more fights will be pretty much call of the day. But you still a long road ahead of you. It's making this as a career. So now after this fight, you're gonna have to make a decision whether you want to go back to 35 or stay at 145.
If I get the dub at 45, I might, come back to 45 either at the end of this year or next year. But I would like to stay at that 35 so I could at least get a couple more wins and contend for the title at 35. That's ultimately the goal. I want to become a Dragon House champion, and I want these guys to know that it's possible.
That's pretty awesome. Now, which gym do you train out of right now?
Darcy O'Leary Jiu-Jitsu.
In President.
No, this one is in Hayward. So they have one in Livermore and they have one in Tracy as well. So they have many different gyms, and then some of them bigger than the others. Some of them have more of the striking base as well because they have the Muay Thai and all that stuff. But Hayward, that's where I'm training out of. That's where I started the MMA. I've worked out at a couple boxing gyms, but it's nothing like jiu-jitsu for the MMA. Like it's gonna get you the most work, in the cage because when you fall down, the guy gets on top of you. They never teach you what to do in boxing. They're like, oh, just referee comes in between, break it up. But jiu-jitsu is the real deal because these guys, they're rolling it out. They don't need the referee to step in there. They better athlete come out on top. So thank God for jiu-jitsu.
That's awesome. Now, people want to get a hold of you, get ticket, come watching you fight. How can people contact you?
Instagram at 3-Star King. Of course, you guys have the phone number already, 510-709-9617. Pull up. I'm at the gym, Darcy Lira. You guys want to buy the ticket from me. Checking out also the music at the Spotify, Apple Music. We already dropped some more projects. The Dragon Kid, Serotonin. We got championship work on the way. I want you guys to tune in, check that out. I have another podcast on the way this month, promoting this next event. And then from there, we'll just keep it rolling.
That's pretty awesome. Now, any special loved one training partners, sponsor you want to shout out to for this upcoming fight?
So for the sponsors, I just want to shout out Darcy Lira, of course, Sensei Carlos, my brother TJ, brother Trust, he's been there with me from the start, and I wouldn't have been able to achieve the win without, him, brother man Brandon in my corner, and, a lot of these guys that I consider family. And like I said, it's too many names to name, but I will definitely shout out Believe, keep on going. Brandon Believe for coming out with that shirt last time. We had the Oakland Dragon with the Shenron, with the Goku, and the next one's gonna be the Yu-Gi-Oh! Blue Eyes White Dragon. So y'all know it's coming. It's dragon season, baby. The year of the dragon. Let's go.
Fighting at the Dragon House in the Dragon season. That's pretty awesome. Now, if your opponent, Timothy Martin, watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
I just want to say, I appreciate him taking the bout. It's all nothing but respect. I know the guy's a brown belt. I'm not taking him lightly. I know he's seen a couple of my performances. I've seen that I'm more fights into the MMA, but I don't take away nothing from where he's at with his brown belt experience. It's just, this is Year of the Dragon, baby.
There we go. And you fought wrestler before. You fought striker before. Mm-hmm. Now you fought a ground guy. Mm-hmm. So now you're pretty much well-rounded. You fought all different scenario, all different backgrounds fighters. So that's going to be pretty awesome. In a perfect world, how much longer you want to do amateur before you go pro?
Probably a couple more fights. I see myself, at least doing 10 amateur, getting a belt, and then we can talk about, the pros. That way we can really start seeing what's up with this UFC and Joe Rogan podcast,
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. It's good goal to try to achieve.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Now, for more information about this upcoming fight card, June 8th at Keys Art Pavilion, making sure you guys check out DragonHouseMMA.com, subscribe my YouTube channel, follow me and on Instagram, and subscribe our YouTube channel. Give us some love and support so we can keep produce all the events for all the fight fans out there. Good platform for all the fighters that build recognition, record, experience to move up to the ladder. That's pretty awesome. Any last word you want to say to any friends and family or anyone you have in mind that you want to fight in the future?
Man, I seeing all these influencer and boxer and all that, man, at this point I want to get a bunch of those celebrity guys. I wouldn't mind fighting Jake Paul in the octagon, or a bunch of these other artists that think that they have what it takes to step into my world and see what a high level athlete is all about. At this point, it's just whatever the check is. They can throw anyone 35, 45, you make the weight, we'll get the fight going. But as far as the celebrity guys, I wouldn't mind beating up that kid Jake Paul, just because it's a lot of hocus pocus WWE boxing matches going on, a lot of fake stuff, a lot of circus show. But I want them to come to the Dragon show. These guys got to step into my world.
Now, Jake Paul is going to fight Mike Tyson.
I seen that. Yeah, that's interesting.
What's your thought on that one?
I mean, Mike is a legend, but we also got to understand Mike is a senior citizen. At this point, he's about 70, 60 years old, I think. This
58.
Guy, 58. So, I mean, that's it. And I mean, he's still a legend. He's a heavy guy, but at that, point in your life, I don't know what kind of injuries you've dealt with that are keeping you back from, stepping back into the sport. So it's only to see, because he's a young man. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes a distance, just based off of Mike's age. But, at that point, it's not like a real boxing, a competitive show no more. I mean, you got a guy, this guy's fighting his grandpa. I mean, come on, I'm in here fighting animals.
So at first, I heard that fight where they were doing an exhibition fight,
mm-hmm.
but now they actually turned into a wheel fight.
Oh, MMA? They doing MMA now?
No. But it's like a wheel, no exhibition boxing fight. Before it was an exhibition boxing fight, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, but now actually it's going to be a wheel sanctioned boxing, 10-round boxing fight.
Ooh.
And they're putting some regulation on that fight. I mean, Mike Tyson's older now, but it's still Mike Tyson. It's one of those hooks and the uppercut, and You know, it's gonna be
if
like
it's
that.
early in the match, like the first 3 rounds, I feel like Mike can even still knock the guy out.
Yes.
You know, he can still get him out of there. But if it goes longer, we've seen Mike get tired, especially with the guys
now
that
he's getting older.
Mhm.
If that goes like 7, 8,
9
after
rounds.
that,
Yeah, the chances and the power decreases. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, so we want to make
the
sure.
the age kicks in.
Yeah, and then he deserves a good beating, the Jake Paul guy. So I want to see Mike, even though at 60 years old, I believe he could still. He's gonna do him like Mr. Miyagi. So
I want to see Mike Tyson just kind of upset the crowd because Jake Paul someone need to teaching him a
he can
lesson.
do it like Max Holloway did, just engaging. Hopefully,
Oh,
you
man,
know that's gonna be good.
That's sensational.
That would be like God stepping in there right there and changing the other guy's life. Because sometimes in martial arts you need that wake up call.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So now for more information, make sure you guys check out DragonHouseMMA.com. Do not forget we have a submission only grappling next Sunday at the Dragon House training facility. Kids, adult, make sure you guys sign up, register at the DragonHouseMMA.com, and then after this June 8 event, August 17, we're going back to Cal Palace. Stay tuned. Lots of big fight we're going to announce. And any last word you want to say to any friends, anybody?
Yes, sir. After this, June 8th, we're looking at Cal Palace again. I mean, I'm trying to get 3, 4 out the way this year. I'm not getting any younger, so we gotta handle this while we can, So just check in June 8th. The Dragon breathes fire, the year of the Dragon, and hopefully we get a finish this time, guys. I mean, that 45, like I said, this power now is unbelievable. I'm feeling juiced up right now. I can't even fit in this shirt. It's ridiculous.
That's pretty awesome. All right, I'm Joe Lowe signing out. Right next to me, Irving Martinez. See you guys June 8th.